Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are playing Waddle, and today is a little bit of a short one because we went on a bit of a high roll here. Also, apologies for the be right back text. It doesn't last for the entire video. It should be gone in a little bit, but when I started this particular stream, I had to step away for a moment and left the be right back up and just forgot to take it off. So again, apologies for that. But yeah, let's get into it here. We start off with a really good start here. We get a Cindy with a Genie's Wish in the first shop, and then we get another Genie's Wish immediately after on 2.2, letting us finish the Cindy. Also, we got a Shrink Drink out of our first Genie's Wish, allowing us to get a treasure out of a golden Billy Gruff there, which led us to get a Noble Steed, and then we were able to triple or finish the Cindy's quest and get a level 3 treasure, which we took Hat, because Hat's just a great econ treasure. And with the benefit of Hat there, we get to party for 1 gold, which is absolutely fantastic. Partying is great on 3.0. It's just usually a little bit expensive, so having that cost reduction just makes it incredibly powerful. And yeah, we've got a decent amount of stats already with one golden unit and the supported unicorn there, or sorry, zebra corn, I should say. And hey, look at that! There's another 1 cost party, which we are absolutely going to take advantage of here. And then we're going to take a 3 big pig, or sorry, a big pig here, or wait, why can't I think of the name there? Anyways, we take a pig there, and unfortunately we're not going to get the gold here, but we do minimize damage mostly against the Celestial Tiger, but they do get a 4 glory out of that win, which is not ideal for us. We get to upgrade our Wizard's Familiar here. There's an argument for a Ring of Regeneration or Piggy Bank here. We have exactly 5 gold, so we could just sit on that, but we go with the daggers just because with Waddle we're like pretty likely to be able to find more treasures, so even if we lose the daggers we can replace that pretty easily. And also the daggers is just combined with the double party stats that we've already got on their shop, is just going to make for a lot of stats from our shop here. We pick up a Princess Peep because the daggers of course are gonna put a lot of stats on those tokens. Unfortunately, we don't really get a ton of board space for our tokens, and things look like we might not end up with the win here, but fortunately we get the right attacks at the end, we get our pig gold, and we get the win. We don't lose our daggers, and yeah, we get some extra gold here. Alright, there's a second Princess Peep, which we are going to take. Again, it just uses the daggers so well, so it's just a lot of stats. And a 5/3 Polywoggle is super interesting, especially since we can make it golden so easily. I considered casting the Falling Stars just because we want to cast a spell, and then we take a roll instead, and we find another Falling Stars, which I was just going to cast, but I figure with the Hat, we can roll and probably hit a spell that we can cast anyways. The Falling Stars is very low value for us. Like, it doesn't hurt us too much, but we can do better. And we do. We take that roll and get a Lightning Bolt here. Takes out a ranged character, so I'd say that's pretty decent. We at least get full board space with our second Peep there, second Peep summons, and take down that opponent, and also get our pig gold again. So this pig has been a constant source of income for us, which is great. Also, we get another level 3 treasure with these Princess Peeps, and we can replace these daggers with a Crystal Ball, which is absolutely fantastic for us here. We've already got a mouse, so if we can get a forking rod out of a mouse upgrade, then we're going to be in great shape. Get a couple TLKs here, so we're going to get an upgraded Lady of the Lake, and then we turn our Princess Peep into an upgraded Heartwood Guardian. We're not too interested in the 3 pairs anymore, just because we've already got our Hat Ball. So we're just not going to bother with this mummy. We do cast the Falling Stars this time, just because I think the things that we have on our bench are a little bit too valuable to just sell and take a roll with. And yeah, we're not in the same spot where we need to just kind of be getting a couple extra stats every turn just to keep pace with the lobby. We knock out Loki there, who was Unpundone, which is sometimes frequenter of the stream, so shout out to Unpundone. I apologize for knocking you out in 8th place there. But yeah, we get to continue casting spells, and yeah, we've got another Wizard's Familiar now, so we're on our way. We're halfway to another upgraded version Just really allowing us to make use of these spell casts and getting a ton of stats off of them. And there's the other Wizard's Familiar, which we are going to immediately upgrade. I don't think there's much on level 2 that we would really... I think I would have taken a Big Book or a Boiling Beaker over the Noble Steed, but unfortunately we just had to skip there, and we get that Mouse upgrade, and now we're going to triple this this Mummy, which I mean, I don't think there's anything better than the Krampus Sleigh right now. The Krampus Sleigh, like, at worst, is just going to give us 5 gold, and I mean, the Fates is pretty much guaranteed to have a treasure, and if you'll look over there, you'll see that Fates definitely does have a treasure, and it's one we're very interested in. It is a Forking Rod, and we do win the fight and get our pig gold, so we get to steal their Forking Rod, completing our Hat Ball Fork trifecta here, and yeah, now we're just off to the races. We're just going to cast as many spells as possible. At this point, we'll pick up as many Wizard's Familiars as possible as well. Unfortunately, we don't have a tree here for this exponential growth, and there's no trees in the shop. Same problem in that next roll, unfortunately. But we do find some more targeted spells now. Now we always want to cast our coin first, just to free up space. And then we get to upgrade a third Wizard's Familiar here, so now we're getting just a ton of stats, and there's those 2 level 2 treasures that I was talking about earlier. The Big Book of Spells and Boiling Beaker, which we would have replaced the Noble Steed with, but definitely not worth replacing the Forking Rod here. And we're gonna run out of spells we're gonna run out of time before we run out of money to cast spells. At the very last second there, we did have an upgraded Lordy from a TLK, and I did cast a 1-cost the End on it, so we just gained 12 health off of it. I mean, we could have kept casting TLKs on it and turned it into something powerful, but I mean, I figured gaining 12 health and going up 2 experience was worth it, so now we're on level 6, and we can start looking for Scions of the Storm. Although we don't really need them. Like, these 3 Wizard's Familiars are definitely going to be enough to get the job done. But we just need to find targeted spells now. It does get slightly harder to hit targeted spells once you're level 6, because there's more combat spells in the pool, but still shouldn't be too hard. There are a couple targeted spells, and we picked up a Nutcracker because it's both a royal, it's royal good and also a tree. So the spells that are tribe specific for them are still in play, while we don't have to have a whole bunch of different kinds of characters on our bench anyways. And yeah, again, we're on 6 early. I think it's 5.1 now. I'm not sure if this Rumple took experience, but they're on 5.1, so I think that's a good metric to measure by. And yeah, you can tell that we just have way more stats than the opponents right now. And with all these golden characters, we're really accelerating the lobby. And we get an exponential growth there. We're gonna throw a bunch of health on our Spellweavers, because that is the weakness of Spellweavers. So you wanna pump a lot of health into them if you're Hat Ball Forking. Also, we're gonna be laundering as many chickens as possible, because you do actually gain gold if you skip the treasure with golden chickens on Waddle. And we're gonna buy an Aeon. It's gonna help us. It's gonna allow us to scale this Lady of the Lake and basically turn it into another Spellweaver essentially. And then we're just gonna finish off with a forked lightning bolt here, as we didn't want to sell anything on our bench to try and keep the chain going. I think what we had was just a little bit too valuable. And a golden 5 and the Nutcracker as well as the Aeon. I suppose maybe we could have sold the the Friendly Spirit, but that is our only monster right now, so that's valuable just to keep around as well. We get to triple our Spellweaver. I think, like, at this point in the game, we could still scale up another Spellweaver, so I don't mind tripling it there. And the Spellweavers weren't so huge that it just wasn't worth the triple. Making good use of our Nutcracker here. Again, we got to cast our non-targeted spell first, a non-targeted cantrip anyhow, and there's a Drink Me Potion, which is fantastic. We're definitely going to get a bunch of targeted spells out of it. Not as many as I'd like, but we get a few anyways. starting to run out of time, so we go for the hero change there. We get the forked hero change, and we get to turn into Gwen first, giving us a knighthood, and then we turn into Horde Dragon, just in case we end up with a bunch of Scions, and we can maybe get a Black Prism going. Although, at the rate this lobby has gone, I don't think the opponents will be alive long enough for us to even find one. As we do 22 damage in the first heads-up fight against the Fates here. Yeah, now it's all about just finding targeted spells and ending the game, I suppose. Which is a little bit sad, because I mean it's always a little bit sad when you like really high roll hat ball fork and the lobby's kind of dead before you feel satiated with your spell cast anyhow. I was gonna buy this Baba Yaga, but I figured it's just not worth it to just cast the Beauty's Influence, so we just pass on it. We did take another Spellweaver just in case we end up putting enough stats on it for it to be relevant. We get another Jerk Me potion out of our Crystal Ball extra spell there, which is great. Allows us just to keep continuing the chain, sorry. Made a little mistake there when in casting the TLK before a cantrip, but we were running out of time anyhow, so it didn't matter. Then we finished off with a double smite just to seal the deal. And yeah, we make very short work of this opponent, dealing 24 this time, and yeah, ending the game. We had a shot at a level 7 treasure with our Herc, but Herc never got a chance to even make any progress. Opponent was unfortunately done before that even happened. So, but yeah, this was I would call this a high roll for sure. We kind of rolled over the lobby, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if these types of games are incredibly interesting, but I feel like posting it one every once in a while is still fun. And yeah, the fact that these kind of high rolls can exist in the game, I think is like as long as they're not happening like every single game, then I think they're pretty fun. I'm sure being on the receiving end is definitely not incredibly fun, but yeah, I mean that's a whole debate. Anyways. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Leaving a like lets YouTube know that it should recommend my content to more people, and I would very, very much appreciate that. And yeah, again, I'm just gonna reiterate at the end of videos that I am gonna be playing in a community-run tournament next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's gonna be a teams tournament, and yeah. It's gonna be cast by Yuckmouth and Horse Thief, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So I would very much appreciate if you come out and show your support, or just come hang out or whatever. But yeah, the format should be fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, anyways, with all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.